Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Like Bridget said, I've been a driver with City Harvest for a little over 3 years. My wife, Michelle, our 4 children, and I live in Norwalk, Connecticut. My current route takes me through the Bronx. Some of our food donors ask what we do with this food, and I tell them a lot of people really need this food. I know this because I see the long lines at soup kitchens and food pantries, and because I have been in those same lines myself. I know what it's like to be hungry. When I was growing up, my family was poor and we were on food stamps. We stood on line for free cheese, cereal, and milk. Thinking back, I didn't know it was out of the ordinary because where I was living in Spanish Harlem, there were many other families going through tough times too. Everyone was on food stamps. Everyone had the same government cheese. It wasn't until I grew up and got older and I saw people who didn't go through the same thing that I realized things could be different. Having gone through it makes me appreciate everything more, and it's why I tell my kids when we eat at the house, you can have as much as you want, but you can't throw anything out. I know what it was to be hungry, and I can't let my kids be wasteful. My kids are 9, 12, 13, and 17, and they don't know what it's like not to be able to afford food. They sometimes ask about my job, and I'll explain that not everyone has it as good as us. Anybody can be hungry and need a little help, especially in New York City where you can work every day and still not have enough to eat once you've paid your bills and your rent. You might need to pick up a bag of rice one day, or maybe you have rice and beans, but you need some vegetables to go with it for your kids. The local food pantry will help you tide things over. The fact that I'm able to help feed people is what I like most about working for City Harvest. Michelle and my kids help in their way too. The schools are always doing drives and they participate. A canned food drive, a coat drive. My 9-year-old and his friends started a drive for shelter animals. I'll never forget one day I was on my route and it was lunchtime. I only had $5 on me and I went into Five Guys. I figured I could only get a burger. The guy behind the counter said, "You don't want fries? You don't want a drink?" I didn't have enough on me, but he gave me a big order of fries and a drink anyway. I was surprised. "I got you," he said. "I used to live off the food City Harvest brought to the Bowery Mission. I was down and out once, and I survived because of City Harvest, and I never forgot it. You guys helped a lot." Thank you to everyone here tonight for helping this guy who never forgot what City Harvest did for him, and for so many other people across the city. A lot of people will go hungry without us. I believe in City Harvest because City Harvest really does make a difference. I see it every day. Thank you, and thank you to my fellow City Harvest drivers, and thank you, Karim. You gotta own it. Thank you.